short, if Pierre doesn't get in, we're screwed.
Trying to ask people what their top of mind election issues are. Do you care to share?
It's Rebel News.
Well, thanks anyway.
Vote Palestine.
Vote Palestine.
And me as well.
Mr. Lawrence, hey, Tamara Ugolini with Rebel. I wonder if you could give me a few moments of time for comments. Yeah, that speaks volumes right there. I wonder if I can ask you a couple questions, primarily about the button smear campaign that just happened at the Conservative Party rally. Yeah, you're here now, so could you ask us a couple questions?
info@johngoheenliberal.ca, and I will get back.
I don't trust any political party in this country.
No.
No.
Well, we were initially told that we weren't welcome into the event when I asked why, and I don't think my mic quite caught it because we were just getting set up here. Drew a blank. Couldn't answer why. Oh, why is that?
Because it's I don't know why not. It's a all candidates meeting,
Yeah.
and questions will be asked, and
Yeah, and we're here to hear the questions and the answers. So are we allowed to be in there and hear
yeah, absolutely.
the question and answers? Or?
Yeah, you for sure. I guess you know what.
Yeah, we're not here to try to crash anything. So we're here in Newcastle, Ontario for an all candidates debate in front of the Newcastle Town Hall. As you can see here, doors open at 6. We are about 10 minutes early. So doors haven't quite opened, but some people are starting to trickle in. The candidates that are in attendance today are the Liberal Party of Canada candidate for the riding, which has changed names. It's now called Northumberland Clark. We have John Going from the Liberal Party of Canada, Conservative Party candidate Philip Lawrence. We have the independent Jody Ledgerwood, which some of you may remember from some of our COVID coverage. There's John from the Christian Heritage Party of Canada, and then Christina Wilson from the Green Party. So we'll hear what some of them have to say in the debate tonight. There are pre-submitted questions to an email address provided, so the floor won't be open necessarily. But we'll get some views and opinions and see what they have to say inside. Hey there, we're just asking people what's top of mind in this election.
What can I think? I guess the economy.
Yeah.
I would go with that. Vic, what about you?
Economy.
Yeah.
We need someone at the top that knows how to manage finances.
Care to share?
It's Rebel News.
Well, thanks anyway.
I think with everybody, it comes down to economy, and it actually just comes down to the next generation, what we're leaving for them. That's on top of mind for me.
If you could narrow it down, what would your top election issues be?
I don't trust them. I don't trust any political party in this country.
No.
No.
But is it affordability? Is it net zero policies?
Actually, it's the line.
The line?
Yes, it's too much line. Everywhere. All of them, the line.
Making Canada great.
Yes.
Yep.
And how could we go about that?
Remove the interprovincial barriers, and also the pipelines going across Canada.
What are some of your top election issues?
Where do I start? In short, if Pierre doesn't get in, we're screwed. Canada's screwed.
Well, yes, I really believe that Mark Carney is the man to have the best presentation to Mr. Trump. I feel that he has international business experience, and that we can depend on him to be the best prime minister.
Vote Palestine.
Vote Palestine.
And me as well.
And sorry?
Vote Palestine.
Oh, and you as well. Okay, but here in Canada, what are some of your top of mind election issues?
No, that is the big issue.
That's the biggest.
That's the one.
There
That's
is
the
one
one.
that says vote Palestine, and there are 5 issues that are part
Okay.
of that.
Yes.
Economy, tariff war,
Very important.
foreign interference.
Canada has always been on the international scene, always concerned about human rights, international human rights equally for all. And I think we're missing the boat a little bit on this one.
Housing for the young people.
Yep.
Yep. The drug addiction
Yep.
stuff. Yep. And homelessness. Yes.
It all kind of goes hand in
All
hand.
kinds of, issues. People can't afford food. Prices. Yep.
They're Palestinian people living in Canada. that are suffering from anti-Palestinian racism, Islamophobia for Muslims. It's not just over there. It's also here in our midst.
And Canada is quite complicit in providing military assistance to the Israeli forces.
What are you hoping to hear tonight or garner from the debates?
I don't know. I've got an open mind. I go and see what happens.
I'm just trying to get a better feel of the candidates. I know some of them. I don't know all of them. So I'm hoping to see we have a good, healthy discussion on what their intentions are for their constituents.
Have some good answers for some of the questions that, people are facing. People are feeling a sense of hopelessness, especially the younger people, because they can't afford. People are doing the parents are doing their basements and their garages for young people to live in. And our own children are struggling, even though they got a home, they're struggling to just keep that home and keep things paid.
So Mark Carney was the previous government's economic advisor, right? He's been whispering in the ear of Trudeau for the last few years. So why do you think he'll change course and correct the woes?
Because he's an economist and not a politician. So I like the idea of him actually having that background and for right now, and I'm a liberal.
Well, he was not the prime minister. He only gave guidance. What Trudeau did is his decisions and his responsibility.
You don't think Carney played a role or a factor in any of
I think that he gave guidance and he gave information. I just don't think that Trudeau necessarily followed it.
I don't think he's a puppet.
I don't think
he's an independent
You don't run the Bank
thinker.
of Canada by being a puppet. I think he'll be able to stand up for himself. We watch a lot of YouTube stuff too. He's dynamic. And I am a liberal.
Are you concerned at all about Beijing's interference and Carney's connections with the Chinese Communist Party and the foreign interference aspect?
I think the Chinese Communist Party will be interfering in our elections forever. And if we don't have a vibrant and expansive way of understanding foreign influence in our elections, we're in trouble.
Good to go. Good to go. He's likable. The other guy, not so much.
Which other guy?
The other guy for the blue team.
Okay. Well, I'm with John Wesalius from the Christian Heritage Party. John, what do you make of the Liberals trying to remove the charitable status from organizations moving forward if they're elected?
Well, we obviously don't like it. We believe that the church is a valued part of the community and does good work and enhances the quality of life in the community. But on the other side of it, if we're shackled by what the Liberals want us to do, we would gladly give up that charitable status for the freedom that we would offer. We believe that life begins at the moment of conception, and that is a human being that is growing in the woman's body, a human being with its own DNA. It is a separate human being. So every time an abortion is performed, we believe that a human being or a human person loses its life. Our reason for existing is to restore Canada to its Christian heritage. And part of that obviously is life. We stand against abortion. We advocate for human life from conception till natural death.
For example, in the People's Republic of China, they're building a coal plant every single day. We need to attract businesses here, manufacturing here, onto our clean grid, whether that be the hydro in Winnipeg or Niagara Falls, or the nuclear right here. And so what Conservatives will do is we will bring business here to reduce global GHG emissions onto our clean grid, build more nuclear and more hydro.
Mr. Lawrence, hey, Tamara Ugolini with Rebel. I wonder if you could give me a few moments of time for comments. Yeah, that speaks volumes right there. You saw that point blank, looked at me, and quickly turned the other way. There's the Conservative candidate for the riding of Northumberland Clark, Philip Lawrence.
We are committed to working with partners to build a pipeline from coast to coast so that we can transport our oil to either end of the country to move into new markets so we are not as reliant on the United States.
Mr. Goen, hey, Tamara Ugolini with Rebel News. I wonder if I can ask you a couple questions. primarily about the button smear campaign that just happened at the Conservative Party rally. Yeah, you're here now, so could you ask us a couple questions?
info@johngoheenliberal.ca, and I will get back to you.
Yeah, and what's the availability like for something like that?
If you do that, I'll let you know.
And as well, we've got Bill C-293 that almost passed in the House this last session, and that's about selling your private information to foreign governments and international NGOs, and that needs to end today.
The biggest question I get all the time is, why are you running as an independent? Why aren't you running as a conservative? A lot of your values are the same as conservatives. And I keep trying to say to people, as an independent, I am free from the party whip. I am free to actually represent your voice in Parliament. When you belong to a party, you are beholden to the whip, who is beholden to the leader, who is beholden to the lobby groups and the foreign NGOs. As an independent, I am beholden to the people of my community that actually voted me in. It's them that I have to take care of, not the lobbyists behind the curtain. And people don't understand the kind of power an individual voice has for their community.
He said he was going to put in emergency measures to deal with the economic tariffs in our country. That meant our businesses, our small businesses, were locked down and their doors closed in favor of the Costco's and the Walmarts and the big box stores. So I'm afraid of what Mark Carney's plan is for our small businesses. He has no plan to protect them and keep them open. I believe he will be shutting them down in order to fight this economic tariff war.
What are some of the hurdles that you faced as an independent trying to get your face out there?
There are 4 debates that are happening in the Northumberland-Clark riding. Now, the ones happening in Coburg and Port Hope. So Blue Dot Northumberland is hosting the one in Coburg, which is tomorrow night, and they have decided to discriminate against 3 of the 7 candidates that are currently running. They've decided that their voices are not important and to exclude 50% of the information for voters. People should vote for me because I am an independent voice. I am your voice. I'm the voice of every Canadian. I am hearing your concerns, and I have the ability and the fight within me to take your concerns to the House of Commons. Nobody is holding me back. I am not beholden to a party whip in order to keep my seat. So I actually can represent the voices of Northumberland-Clark riding in the House of Commons. I can bring your concerns. I can share your ideas, because the only way to make this country better is by working together. And the only way we can do that is if we actually hear each other's voices.
Thanks so much, Jody. Best of luck. You can check out all of our election coverage and support our work if you're able to at campaign2025.com. That's campaign, the numbers 2025.com. Thanks in advance for your support.